I just feel like I look like a wreck today because I overslept.
You look the same.
Oh, I'm a wreck every day.
Hi. Hi, Veronica here with Authorized Back and Sew here in Fresno, California. And I'm here with Miss Barbie. And I see Summer has made a little cameo.
She has.
She's supposed to be sitting in her seat.
Sit.
She was supposed to be over there.
But
I don't know
it's
how
not
that
going to
chair
work because
got
she's going to
here.
come to the edge.
Okay.
She's just going to have to be with us. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, Barbie.
It's Lucy and Ethel here.
What am I supposed to do here? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, here she is. Okay, guess what? We're actually going to talk about something really cool today.
We are.
So we're waiting for some people to come on. So, oh my gosh, here's Miss Carrie. She says good morning and hi, Summer. Summer says hi.
Say good morning, everybody.
I knew this was going to happen.
Yep,
Good morning, ladies. Hi, Colleen.
Nope.
Let's wait for a few more people to come on because I'm telling you right now, this is a new thing that we are carrying here at Authorized Back and Sew. We kind of dipped our toe into this product a little while ago, and then have dipped our big toe now because we have a lot. We're carrying a lot of these different scissors.
I love these
scissors. Scissors are so important, aren't they?
Oh, aren't they though?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to tell you a funny story. It's not funny, but I have been working a long time, like literally a long, long time in the sewing machine industry. And one of the things that I used to do is my dad was big into commercial machines, big, heavy commercial machines with a big table stand and motor, separate, real heavy. I used to have to lift all those things. I don't sell those anymore, but my dad did a lot in Florida. And so he would my dad was a master service mechanic in sewing machines. He was very good at what he did. And so they needed a technician to go to their factories to service their commercial machines. So, of course, my dad would take me. I was always in trouble. So my dad always had to take me wherever he went. So he decided that I needed to start making money at about 10. I think I was about 10, maybe 12. And so I needed to start making my own money. So he taught me how to sharpen scissors.
Oh, wow.
So I actually do know how to sharpen scissors.
That's cool.
My dad had this machine that you would load the scissors on, and you would get that blade just perfectly sharp. Sometimes the scissors didn't come together because they were sharpened too much. So you had to grind down the handle so they would come together at the point, at the tip. I was really good at it. I got really good. Okay, so here's my story. So the ladies caught on that I was really good at it. And every time I showed up at the factory, I showed up with my scissor sharpener.
Oh.
And they had all of their scissors piled up like that next to their machine. And I would come and get their scissors and for $5 a piece, and they would pay me in cash. That was a good thing back then. I was just a kid. They would pay me in cash for sharpening their scissors. They were always so happy when I was there.
I bet.
So, because they had nice sharp scissors when I left. But it was just a thing that I did, and it was a neat way of earning money. Thank goodness I didn't ruin any of their scissors. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Ooh, you'd be in trouble.
Because these scissors were ancient. They're scissors that these ladies have been using for years.
Wow.
And that's why when I saw Kai, the Kai Scissor Company, KAI, at the H&H show that I went to recently, it's a trade show. I walked up to their booth and I'm like, my customers need to know about your scissors.
Yes.
They absolutely do. I have tried to explain and expose some of you. In fact, I can tell you if Laura Wheeler's on here, I said, Laura, you have got to try these scissors. And she tried these scissors and it was done. Game changer, mine. Okay. So that's why I would like to learn about the history of Kai scissors, where they came from, what kind of steel, all that, because I really love these scissors, and I also love the handles for your hands.
Yes.
That's a big thing right there. They're lightweight. They're not heavy. I used to be a fan of other scissors, but now this is all I think they've got the whole collection of everything you need. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and talk about some events first before we introduce our guest.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to let you go ahead and talk about Minky Kim.
Yes. I am so excited that we have Minky Kim is coming to AVS on August 29th. Is going to be her trunk show. So you definitely want to come to that. And August 30th is her hands-on workshop. And I'm really excited because if you don't follow her on Instagram, you need to check her out. She does the most cutest things. So this is what you'll be making in the hands-on workshop. And what it is, there's 2 backpacks on here. So you'll make one in the workshop and the other one you'll be able to make at home. And we've got the kits together for it. But look at how cute they are. And yes, I have purchased mine. It's just adorable. There's that one. And then this is the other one. I mean, how fun.
So on this one
workshop?
panel, they're gonna have enough for 2 backpacks.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So they'll get in their kit a panel with the cost of the class.
Yes.
I don't remember how much it is.
100, was it, what was the price again? Can you show the overlay?
Here it is right here.
Oh,
$199. For
Yeah.
$199, you're going to sew with Minky Kim all day. You're going to get this wonderful kit that has lots of fabric and hardware and all the stuff
Everything
you
you
need
need.
to make 2 backpacks, but you're going to make one. You're going to get to sew with Minky Kim for the day. And we're going to also provide the machines for you. So you don't even have to bring your machine to class, which is really nice. We're going to have a mix of Berninas and Genomes and Brother machines in there. But collectively, we'll have 20 machines in there so that you can come to this workshop and not have to bring your machine. So I think that we are at, how many people did we say, Aaron, yesterday on this?
21 on the trunk show and like 18 on the hands-on.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Good.
18?
Wow.
Okay, so I only have 2 spots left for that. So if you want to come to the trunk show, it's probably your last chance. So that's why we're on here with our Thumbs Up Thursday people, letting them know, okay, that Summer says, please come.
Yeah,
Please come.
It's going to be so much fun. I think she is so cool.
She's doing her sign language. You see it?
Yes.
That means, hi, everybody, please come. Okay. Anyway, so we have that. So Minky Kim is going to be really fun. Okay. So we're excited. And a
Yes,
lot of people don't know who Minky Kim is, but I can tell you right now, after you see her in our store and we show you all the stuff that's going to go on during those 2 days, you're going to wish you did come. So I promise you that.
Her stuff is beautiful. I just love it. Yes.
What's our next one we're
And-
talking about?
Oh, our ruler work party too.
I can talk about that. That's
Okay.
this is with Sam. We had Sam on our Thumbs Up Thursday maybe a month ago, and he was wildly popular because of all of the knowledge. That Thumbs Up Thursday went on for a very long time, but I will tell you, I've had a lot of customers that said it was well worth the watch.
It was.
And so we're going to actually have him back coming in to do, this is our second time doing what's called a ruler work party. And this is all addressing on how to quilt your own quilts on a domestic machine. Now, in this class, we're going to be providing the machines for you as well. So you don't have to bring your machine to class, which is another wonderful thing. But also Sam is just such a knowledgeable person that you would want to be around to really soak up his knowledge for $49. You're going to come on Friday, August 1st from 9 to 4 all day long, or Saturday, August 2nd from 9 to 4. And it's all about addressing how you can get straight edges when you're quilting your quilts. You can get your curves, you can get feathers, you can do all these really cool things with your domestic machine that will allow you to quilt your own quilts. So I think that's a great event to come to for sure.
And people love learning about the rulers.
I'm going to tell you about that one too. We were discussing numbers yesterday, Aaron, and I believe that there's two spots available on Friday.
Wow.
I think 3 or 4 on Saturday.
3 or 4 on Saturday. So again, it's very popular. probably your last chance to sign up after today, because usually Thumbs Up Thursday will fill that up. Okay, so get in, because you're my girls, you're my boys. I have to say boys too, because we have men watching too. I call you boys, but my girls, sorry. I think it's a Florida thing. But anyway, yeah, so that's the ruler work party. And then Barbie, I'm gonna let you talk about this.
Right. So we have the ultimate machine embroidery event. This is going to be an event that you do not want to miss. It's a 3-day event, hands-on. It's November 13th through the 15th. And the early bird price is $149. And we are going to have Angela Wolf here. So you don't want to miss this.
Who is Angela Wolf?
She is
Brothers Ambassador.
Yeah, the brother ambassador who knows everything about these machines, and she's
going to
even
have
done
samples.
Classes. Yeah, so.
She has her own like video tutorials and stuff. If you Google her, you'll know exactly who she is when you see her, and it's really cool because she doesn't really travel that much to dealers. But Brother is sending her in here. Summer, you want to tell them to come into that again? Okay. But Brother is sending them in here along with a lot of their other special educators that they have. We have Jerry Granada coming. He's really big into embellishing with the embroidery machines and with your sewing machines. And he has some amazing samples. We have Kathy Gandy coming, and she has, speaking of samples, amazing samples. She's going to be here for our 50-year celebration.
Cool.
Kathy Gandy's going to be here. We're going to have 3 different educators here for our 50-year anniversary, which we'll be celebrating. But anyway, Kathy will be here for the 3-day event. We have Cheryl Hoffman, which is the head of their education, and talk about a brainiac with these machines. She's very good at teaching.
I can't wait.
Yes. And then we have people coming for, we're going to be working with the Scan and Cut and the Print Moda, which the Print Moda is a printer that prints on fabric. So a lot of you have purchased that or have been curious about it. So we're going to be working with that as well. Software. And then of course, we're going to be embroidering on hats.
Cool.
And using puffy foam.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to be embroidering on plushies, like little stuffed animal plushies, and teaching you how to do it. I mean, it's called the ultimate machine embroidery event. You need to come.
You can't miss it.
$149. And Erin, we were looking at numbers on that, and that is filling up very quickly. Early birds pricing will probably be going up really soon. So I haven't talked to Sarah. Sarah's the one that makes the decisions on that. So get in. It's $149. Lunch is provided for you all 3 days. We're going to have amazing door prizes. And then also the lunch. And then also we'll have some great snacks in the morning too for breakfast. So you just get up in the morning, you come and sew. Everything's provided for you for 3 whole days. Okay.
It's a lot of fun. You definitely need to come.
And we're excited about it.
Learning experience.
I did it earlier this year with Bernina.
Oh, I loved it.
It was fantastic. And I closed the store for 3 days.
Yes, you did.
So I'm contemplating on doing that again. But I haven't made that decision yet. So a lot of you said to me that we just killed you when we were closed for 3 days. And then you kept coming up to the store and thinking you could come in, and you couldn't. So the only way you could come was during this event. So so I'd get signed up if I were you.
Yes, most definitely. I can't wait.
What else we have, Erin? Anything?
That was it.
Oh, okay. We're going to introduce our guest.
Yes. What we've been waiting to do. So today we have Devon with us, who is going to talk about the Kai scissors and why you need them in your sewing room. So welcome, Devon. We're glad to have you.
Welcome.
It's great to be here. And if I could interject about Minky Kim and Angela Wolf, they are both awesome. Minky Kim is quirky. She's really fun. We follow her on YouTube. She did not believe that we followed her and saw her stuff. She came over to me at a show and put a little keychain on my scissors and took a pair of my scissors so she could sell them in her booth.
Oh,
and then with Angela,
so
we've worked with her for going on a decade now, and she has been supporting us and showing off our scissors and on all her shows and things. And so, 2 amazing people. I'm surprised that it's quite a lineup you guys have going there.
That we have them coming to Fresno. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me that they use these.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
So
Well,
we'll
yeah,
let you
I'm
take
Devon with
over.
Kai Scissors. I've been with the company for going on 10 years now, and it's, it's kind of something you just fall into. You don't picture yourself working with scissors for the rest of your life. But I had a son that I was going to be having. I was going to name him Kai, and the owner of the company I had known from high school, and so just was speaking with him and said that he was taking over a company that sold only Kai scissors, and I said, well, I need a real job. The YMCA doesn't pay the bills. And so he brought me on, and I've been running with scissors ever since. Anyway, the Kai, the brand, has been around for over 100 years, going on 130 now. And Kai in the US has been going for going on almost 40 years. They started out in Japan as a knife company, just a guy who worked for another knife company decided to start his own business. And as everybody knows, Japan is known for their knives. So they started with that, and they moved on to kitchen knives. And eventually in like the 1960s, they moved on to doing shears and hair scissors and things like that. And so we were lucky in the 80s to finally get them here to the US and start selling them. You will notice that Kai has a diverse catalog. If you look into them at all, they break up who they sell to in the US. So if you're looking for kitchen knives and things like that, that's going to be Kai USA. But if you're looking for scissors, that's Kai Scissors here up in Washington State. But yeah, I don't know if you guys want me to jump in to start talking about individual models yet, or if you would prefer to hear more backstory. Yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see.
He's asking.
Oh, yes. So tell us the whole thing. Tell us about it, where it began, where you're located.
Yeah. So their headquarters is in Tokyo, Japan. They've been there for over 50 years now. Where we are located is up in Washington, just south of Seattle. And we started with a guy who he had been a sharpener, had run into these scissors and really loved them, and so looked into bringing them on. And when he started, they gave him a single pair of scissors to start out with, and it was basically this model, but about this long. And he went to shows, stood in a booth, and somebody else's booth, and said, "Would you like to try these scissors? Would you like to try these scissors?" And from there, it has really grown. We have in our catalog here with Kai Scissors, we have almost 200 different items that we sell, and most of them being scissors. We do have some of the knives and things that we carry as well, and seam rippers and rotary cutters. But yeah, it's been a good trip. The guy who originally sold the business about 10, 11 years ago, and so the new owner was a good friend of his, owned his own sewing shop up here in the Pacific Northwest, and has taken it over, and we've continued to grow and worked with amazing people like Angela Wolf who talk about us. But at the time when I started in North Carolina, nobody knew about us. So the West Coast had been inundated and had been aware of us, but man, it was a hard sell over there. It was going from quilt shop, and I'm glad to be on the West Coast. But every once in a while when we do those shows over in the East, we just did a Virginia show. It's nice to hear that people have heard of our scissors now. We're not. I'm not needing to explain who we are anymore. They have heard of us at least, so now it's time for them to try them out. So yeah, it's been quite a journey.
Oh, I bet. Sounds like it, but that's cool.
Right.
I'll let you take over.
Yeah, I guess I can run into the models here that we have going on. But something I always like to start off with is the left-handed scissors. I know that they have access over there to purchase these, but this isn't on their list at the moment of scissors that they're carrying for today. But I do like to highlight the difference between right-handed and left-handed scissors. If you'll notice, this is a right-handed scissor, and that top hole has the metal facing you on this side. And so when you're cutting it with your right hand, that blade drops down on this side, the inside of you, so you can see where you're cutting and make that cut smoothly. The left-handed scissors are the other way around. So when it's in the left-handed position, or left hand, the blade will drop down on the inside so you can see where you're cutting and give you a better line. The issue that lefties run into is that we start out with right-handed scissors, and we put that right-handed scissor in our left hand, and we learn to cut with these guys. So we have a couple issues going on. We have this blade up top blocks our view, so we can't see where we're cutting. So sometimes people move their head to the other side, which is kind of an unnatural and uncomfortable position to be cutting. The other issue is we have these thumb holes in here that go in at an angle. We can kind of catch that. Goes in at a nice angle for a right-handed hand to slide in there. But for a left-handed hand, the thumb goes directly sideways. And so that can be quite uncomfortable as well. On the left-handed, we have one that goes more in line with the scissors there, that nice angled hole. But the final issue that we face as a lefty is because the blades are on the opposite side from what it should be, when we naturally push in there at that angle, it wants to push the handle this way and then push this blade away from the scissor. And so we have a hard time cutting with these scissors because it's fighting against us, our natural motion. And so then we learn to pull in with our thumb, squeeze the scissors together and cut, which works with right-handed scissors. But then when we go back to the left-handed scissor, I pull in with my thumb and this blade pulls away. And now all of a sudden the scissor that's made for us doesn't work either. So we get really in this tough spot of having to decide, what scissor to use, what do we give up? And when we finally have a scissor that's made for us, we go to cut with it and it doesn't work either. So Kai also does make another style of scissor. It's our 5220L. So this is our 5210L. That's our true lefty. But the 5220L is a right-handed scissor. So the scissor that you're used to using, but with the finger holes that go the other direction. So at least it's comfortable to use and you can continue to cut the way you always have. Or if you're able to change, I recommend going with the 5210L, the true lefty, the one that's made to work with your hands, the one that lets you see where you're cutting. So something to keep in mind for all those lefties out there, or if you're buying for anybody that's left-handed. I know a lot of younger kids are getting into the hobby and people want to, help get them set up with supplies. If you can get them into that left-handed scissor early, it's very, very helpful. I will highlight one little issue with the Kai brand is that we are limited to really our bigger sizes in the left-handed scissors. All of our smaller sizes have ambidextrous handles. The blades or the handles aren't really biased one way or the other, but the blades are in that right-handed position. So there will be that kind of looking over the side to see where you want to cut, or just kind of, getting used to having your sight line blocked if you're using it the way you would naturally want to use it. All right. Left-handed scissors out of the way, we can get into the ones that I had on my list that I'm supposed to talk about here. So I'll pull this on down and kind of show off all that we got. Sorry, I'm not as fancy as the guys over there with their multiple cameras all set up, but this is how we're doing. All right, so what I have for you is I have our 7000 line. That's our professional scissors. Each of these scissors is made out of a high carbon steel metal. It is a harder metal than you'll find on just about any other fabric scissor on the market. What that allows us to do is we can then make the blades, the actual angle of the blade, the cutting edge sharper. So it's a steeper angle. It'll make your cutting a lot easier. The other thing to highlight on these is that there is a coating. So let's put these guys next to each other. This is stainless steel on this one. You can see kind of the grain of the metal on there. What they do with the 7000 series is they put a coating on the scissor, and what that allows is just a smoother action as well. So all the way through the blade, we're having all that contact. It's perfectly smooth. The action is smooth. And I'll highlight on some of the bigger ones. We also put in these spring washers and these lock nuts on our 7000 series to keep the tightness where you want it, so it doesn't loosen up over time on you. And what that spring washer does is kind of allows the blades to float off of each other. So instead of just having metal on metal squishing across each other, they will allow for some give, a little bit of play, so that the scissors can still make contact, but just allow enough resistance so that they make contact, but not so much that they feel like the scissors are grinding metal on metal. So in every way, these 7000 scissors are better than just about anything else you'll find on the market. If you were here at the beginning of the video of this beginning of this call, you heard them talking about sharpening and talking about grinding away this for when the tips of your scissors as you reduce that blade. They get farther and farther apart. And she talked about how you can grind away that little stopper between the blades there to help them meet. So I will highlight that our 7000 series, as well as the rest of our scissors, can all be sharpened. They're not too hard that you can't take it to your local sharpener and have it sharpened. And even if you don't have someone locally, you can always send them in to us. We do sharpening as well. I don't know if they offer that at your store there. But yeah, so that's the 7000 series. Amazing scissors, top of the line, best of what we have. But let's go ahead and look at some of the other options that we have here. Right up front, I have these pink handle scissors. These are our stainless steel scissors. And the pink handles, what's really nice about those guys is they come with their own little sheath. So the pink and the purple, any of the fun colors that we have, those guys come with their own sheath. And that's really nice for protecting your scissors. It's always important to take care of your scissors. The easiest way to do that is to have some kind of guard to go over the top. Oftentimes what you'll find is that when you are putting your scissors away, if you put them in a drawer or you put them in a bag or whatever it is, even hanging them up on a hook with other scissors, they have the opportunity to open up and knock into those blades. Knocking those blades around causes dings. It makes you come to me at a trade show and say, hey, why did my scissors only last 2 years? They should have hung on longer than that. And I would say, yeah, I agree. They should be hanging on as long as you don't cut a pin or cutting cardboard or plastic. They should be hanging on for 7 to 8 years without any issues. But a big part of that is just taking care of them, making sure that their tips are covered, that you don't put them loosely in a drawer where they can rattle around and knock into other scissors. So these tip covers are amazing. We do have some red and white ones that we have on our website as well that can go on any of the sizes of scissors that we sell. So you can always keep that in mind. But yeah, these pink guys are the V5000 series. The V is just an indicator of the colored series. So we have some pink, some blue. We have the purple ones as well in the 3000 series. But these guys are made with a hardened stainless steel, as I had mentioned before. They also do have that spring washer on them as well. I don't know if we can kind of pick that up. There we go. That kind of gridded spring washer on there. Just again, so the blades won't. The blades will kind of float off of each other. The blades also do have kind of a concave angle on the inside, so that when they're making contact with each other, you just have the edges, the outside edges making contact, again, reducing the amount of friction, making it easier to cut with. You'll find a lot of other brands out there may skip this step, and with that, it just, might have a good piece of metal there, but man, does it feel crunchy and hard to use. I will mention though, with that concave shape, it does allow for little microfibers to get stuck in there. So again, I'll be at a trade show and someone will say, hey, you might want to take this scissor off the table. It feels, it doesn't feel particularly great. And I generally pick that up. I wipe it off with my finger real quick, just to wipe off any threads, open and close it. I feel that it feels great. I hand it back to them. They're like, oh, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. So I would keep that in mind with our scissors and some other high-end scissors, that as they do start to feel crunchy, just give them a little clean. In the corners there at the pivot, those guys need to be cleaned out on both sides, and then just wiping the blades every once in a while to get any microfibers and things off of your blades is going to help just with your hand fatigue in the long run for sure. And I guess while we're on the topic of taking care of your scissors, something that you can do if you ever are finding that you've wiped it down and it's still feeling kind of crunchy or it feels a little tight, on our scissors, like I mentioned with the professional ones, we do have that lock nut. On these guys, we just have a regular nut there. And so if you needed to adjust that yourself, you can get a pair of pliers, loosen that up. You could even take them apart if you're really brave, and put them back together after you've cleaned them, or after you've cleaned them. But if you don't want to take them apart and you want to just try and flush out any threads that might be caught in between those two blades, we suggest sewing machine oil. Anything basically that's not going to cause any kind of rust or it's going to evaporate away, just to kind of lubricate and then push any kind of material or fabric that's stuck in the middle there to help get it out and give you a smoother operating feel. Finally, on our 5000 series on these larger sizes, I guess, is the 5210. So I had highlighted the 5210L before the Lefties. This is just our regular 5210. This is the scissor we have sold the most of out of any scissor that we own. They are tried and true dressmaking shears, high quality steel, not the professional level, but you can still expect to get 7-8 years out of these guys as opposed to maybe 10-12 years out of these ones. I do have people come to me at shows and say they've had them for 20 years and never had them sharpened, but at that point I wonder, have you even used them? So yeah, these guys are great. They're the same kind of steel, have the spring washers. They actually have the spring washer on both sides of these guys, just again for more play with that longer blade. There's the blades curve towards each other, and so as they push off of each other, if you can allow for a little more play in there, it helps just with that smoothness of the cut. Again, all of our scissors do have these little rubber stoppers, so if you needed to have them sharpened, you can have them resharpened and sharpened again multiple times before you're ever going to have to replace them. So really high quality, easy to sharpen too. I love doing these myself. Easy to take care of. All right, we'll jump down to my little ones. We're going to skip over to the side here, so you notice I have the purple ones. I'll save those guys for last. But we do have a couple smaller sizes here to show off. This is our 5100. It's a 4-inch scissor. Little fine needlepoint nose on there. Nice against my black shirt there. Kind of shows off nice. But these guys have been around a long time. Very trusted, well-used scissors. They have the tiniest points that we have currently available. They come with this more of a hard plastic handle as opposed to the rubbery elastomer plastic of the other guys. They're super lightweight, easy and maneuverable to use. They'll hold on their edge really long. So you might notice, you go to into some stores and you'll find that you can find something like this for, $5 as opposed to probably triple the price on these guys. But what you're paying for is the durability of the metal. These guys are going to last longer. They're going to hold their edge, and they are just going to hold up and do well for you for a long time. The other guy to show off here would be our 5100C. So these guys have a curved tip on them. And what that is going to allow you to do, and I guess I can kind of show this off at the same time as our 5100 or 5130 double curve, is that's going to allow you to sit flat on top of a fabric here. So if you have something sewn down and you want to cut right next to that sewn down seam, or if you have threads that you're trying to cut away, you can put that flat on top of the surface and cut away. And it gets super close to the edge. I don't know if you guys can see all of that there. Super close to the edge. It's nice and consistent. A lot of people will ask for a duckbill scissor to kind of do that thing. We find that duckbill is a little clumsy, and that big lip on there can get in the way, especially if you're working inside of a hoop. And so we tend to recommend these curved guys, a little less blade to have to work around. But again, I really like these double curved ones. Finger holes are a little bit bigger on them, which is really nice. And then they have that additional curve, that curve on the handle to get over your hoop and then away from your project. So a really nice touch. If you were interested in getting them with maybe more of a blunt tip too, that's something that we do offer. So you can check with your store and see if they'll carry that for you, or you can always find it on our site as well. So yes, that'll do it for our little guys. The final one to highlight is going to be the serrated scissors. This tends to be one I sell the most of at shows because most people don't have serrated. It's kind of a new thing. And I shouldn't say it's new. It's been around for a long time. They're really highlighted for cutting like knit fabrics and things like that when they first were being shown, I believe, in the late 80s. But nowadays, we have some more prominent companies that have been carrying these, and some companies that only sell serrated scissors. And the reason for that is what that serration does is it adds friction to the cut. So I don't know if you can kind of see that there. Just on the edge, there's a little groove across the entire side. And what that's going to do for you is it's going to add friction to the cut. if you're cutting anything slippery like satin, silk, wool, you'll notice that a lot of times when you cut this with a regular pair of scissors, it wants to slide or push away from you. And so when you cut it with a serrated pair of scissors, it really just holds it in place. It keeps things in place. And a lot of times you'll even see people holding it upside down like this to highlight that it's grabbing the fabric as it cuts, not pushing it out. But yeah, we recommend that for your satins, your silks, your wool, your knits, anything that really wants to push away on you. We even sell serrated scissors for like Kevlar and carbon fiber and some of those heavy duty materials as well, just because those are so slippery and do not want to stay in the scissor. But I see you join me here. So,
yes, we have a question, Devon. What's the difference between bent and ergonomic?
Oh, so ergonomics is, there is another company out there called Wolf Industries, and they have their own special line of green handle scissors. The ergonomics has to do with a thing that they put in the handle to fuse it to the metal, so they can sell it for food applications if you're going to be using it in the kitchen or something like that. So that's their own special thing that they have. The bent handle, which I guess I do have it kind of here to show off. Bent handle on our 5000 series tends to, instead of this goes bent up and then the handles go straight out, the bent handle tend to go straight up in line with this.
Oh, okay.
What that allows you is to sit flat on top of the surface.
Okay.
And so as you're cutting, it keeps your scissors from wanting to raise up as high off of the table. So I'll show that here. It keeps the scissor from wanting to get as high off the table. So we have a little bit of a gap there with about all the blades showing. And you can cut a nice straight line or cut out a pattern without disturbing the pattern because it's not going to lift as high, as opposed to a scissor like this where it doesn't have that bent handle. And if I open it up, we are really high off the mat there. And so that's moving your patterns, moving your fabric around, and will make it a little bit harder to get that straight cut that you're looking for. I guess the final size of the serrated scissor that I'll show off is our 8-inch as well. I will note that the handles are a little bit smaller on these guys. Our 7000 series, you'll notice there's a little more finger room hole on there. Same with our 5000 series. I'm not sure why exactly they made that choice. But if you can get around that, it's a really nice scissor to have. It's going to do a lot of your pattern cutting. It can cut your regular cottons and things as well. So if you had to buy one pair of scissors that you wanted to do a lot of things with, probably something like this would be the way to go, a serrated scissor. Again, that's why there's companies out there that only sell serrated scissors, is because it can do everything. The tricky part about a serrated scissor is if you ever need to have it sharpened. A lot of times companies out there will just sharpen the non-serrated blade, so the bottom blade on our particular scissor. You can just sharpen that and leave the serrated edge alone. And that'll work for a little while. But eventually, when you do need to have it reserrated, you have to have a special machine for that. It's not a particularly big machine. It's not a hard thing to get, but just most sharpeners don't carry it. So you can send those, like I said before, you can send all your scissors, your Kai brand scissors, to us, and we can sharpen those for you. And we charge $10, so it's not too expensive. It's pretty cheap, and we are up in Washington State, so do allow for time of travel and things like that. Yeah. I guess if I wanted to show off kind of what our scissors can do, I do have some vinyl here. I have a couple layers, and I'll even double that up and cut through that. Again, 7230 is what this model is. It is my favorite scissor. I don't find myself much of a salesman. I do go to the shows and things like that, and I kind of let people experience and try scissors themselves, and then I give my input. But whenever someone picks this, I always say, that is my favorite scissor. And I'm not lying, it is my favorite. It's cutting through that with next to no effort, super easy. We got 4 layers of vinyl there. I got this wool here. Let's see, I got 4 layers of wool. We'll fold that in half. 8 layers of wool, and we're looking, pretty thick wool. This isn't, just your little thin, cheap stuff. And we'll cut through that. Oh, a little tighter on the end. Let's go again. There we go. Sorry, my left-handed bias. It's fighting against me. There we go. Easy, easy. All right, and last one I got over here. How much did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got 11 layers of cotton here. Nice pattern, pretty nice. And I'll go ahead and fold that over. We got 22 layers of cotton, and we'll go ahead and give that a cut. And again, easy, easy. Not bad, not bad. And you can do that with any of our scissors. I mean, I'll go ahead and grab this 5000 series guy. And there definitely is more effort with that short blade. I do need to kind of keep it down at the bottom there, but yeah, not too bad. So I'll turn it back over to you guys if you guys are ready for me.
Hi, just me. I had to send Barbie out on the floor. Sorry. Great demonstrations, Devon. Thank you so much for explaining all of Kai all that Kai has to offer.
Yeah.
What was the model on the one that was your favorite?
Oh yeah,
you just showed
the 7230. That's our professional one there. It's
7230. So this is a 7000. There's a better one than this.
So it's a 7000 series. So we have that big highlighted 7000 series, but up in the just above the 7000 series, you'll see the model number on there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was right. These are the best scissors.
Yeah. You got
I was like, I thought there was like a new kind or something.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, these scissors are amazing. And we will have these in the store open. I will have these open up by the counter for the next week. So when you come in, you can try the scissors and see what we're talking about. And if you want to order them, you have an entire week to get these special pricing. So let's go over the pricing right now.
We'll start from the top. So these are the 7000 series.
7000 series. So you see that 7230? That can't be right. It's MSRP is $83.99.
That's what Tony had it put out.
Yeah. Okay, so just so you know, on the 7230, it is a much better savings than what you're seeing on there. They actually retail for $83.99, and I've actually seen them as high as $99. So to get them for $66.99, whoa. Also, you have the little 7100s, the 4 1/4 on sale. Wow, these are just amazing prices. I'm wondering if they're right. So you better buy them before we fix them. Do we have more scissors that we want to show too? Okay. Oh yeah, look at those little famous 4-inch needlecraft scissors. They're fantastic. And then you have the ones with the little curve. Those are Barbie's favorite. Those are $18.99, $21.99 for the 5210. But wait, there's more. Go to the next page.
We got the serrated.
Oh, we have serrated scissors. These have been really popular in our store because we do a lot of art quilting classes. So the Eric actually that works here has been really excited about them. And I know Cindy, who loves another brand, has really been looking at these because they're a little bit better priced. So these are the serrated lineup here, which are, oh my gosh, the prices on these are fantastic. Okay, but wait, there's more. Okay. Oh, there's more scissors. Okay, I was gonna wait to tell you the deal here. Okay, so, and then we have the pretty little pink ones. There's your pricing right there, if you were wondering. Go to the next. Okay, here's the exciting part. So these are already reduced big time. But if you buy, and of course we keep our Thumbs Up Thursday deals from today through next Thursday. If you buy 2 pairs of Kai scissors, we're going to give you an additional 5% off of your total order. Okay, that's off of the sale price. If you buy 3 or more, which is easy to do, you're going to get an additional 10% off of your already sale priced order. So we will.
It's automatic.
It's already automatic. Is that on the website?
That's on the website.
Okay, so in the store, we will also offer that as well too. But are we also doing free shipping? If it
hits the $49 for California or $99 for the lower 48 states.
Oh, okay. So $99 shipping.
Free shipping.
Free shipping.
$49.
Okay, yeah. So if you buy 3 or more, you're at least going to hit the free shipping for sure. Maybe even 2 or more. So check that out and see how you can get the best deal on upgrading your scissors. I think scissors are so important. They help us, obviously cut our projects, but when they're sharp and when they're reliable and they feel good on our hands,
Mhm.
that's the right scissor, you know? And so that's why I can't wait for my customers to come in to the store if they live local and try out these scissors I'm going to have up at the counter for the next week. Okay. So, I appreciate you coming on here. Thank you so much, Devon. But
been great. I
what's
appreciate
that quilt behind you, by the way?
So this quilt is just got an eagle kind of pattern on the fabric there. We had a customer that we worked with for many years who had her friend, and we see them at shows and things like that. And her friend went ahead and sent us this quilt, and so
It's beautiful. Yeah.
pretty nice.
I mean, yeah. Is it pretty?
Does the job.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
She's got nice little details there on the feathers as well, around the feathers. That's it looks great.
It's a great background for sure. Okay, Devon, we're going to do a drawing right now because I don't know, did we announce this that they win a $50 gift card every time we do a Thumbs Up Thursday? You have the opportunity to win a $50 gift card, and we give you a word. And I don't know that word. Aaron's going to tell it to me right now that you will type in, and you will then be entered to win. So what are we doing for the word today?
Well, these scissors are sharp.
These scissors are sharp. So we're going to do the word sharp. So we're going to go with capital S-H-A-R-P. So your capital S and then your lowercase H-A-R-P, just like you see on the screen right now, sharp. Go ahead and put that word in there and you will be entered to win. I'm looking at some of the things here. I think, Danielle says she thinks all of the MSRP prices are wrong.
No, she said they're right.
Oh, they are right.
Yeah, there.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. Sharp, look at all these entries. Nice. Look at this. How many we have so far? Oh, good. Okay. Yay. So this $50 gift card you can use on the website if you want, or you can use it in our store. So if you don't live locally, no worries. You'll still be able to use this gift card. I've had some of my Florida people win this gift card and use it actually. So it's kind of cool. Devon, I used to have stores in Florida.
Yeah, I heard you say that earlier. Yeah.
And now I'm in California.
Yeah. How do you feel about the lack of humidity?
Oh, I do like the lack of humidity, I will say. I will say California has some really great weather. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Fresno usually doesn't, but we're having such a beautiful summer.
Yeah.
I'm saying like in the summertime, it gets really hot here. My son does not visit from Seattle in the summertime. So.
He's asking, what do we get to?
What do we get to? If it goes over 100, it's pretty hot. So, but it's been under 100. Like
okay.
Really, we haven't even been at 100 this entire summer. I think one day, which is really good. So,
yeah,
good time to be in Fresno right now.
Say last couple of years, we've had a week where we've hit 110 for like a week out of nowhere, and a lot of houses here don't have AC just because.
No, I know.
Hit those temperatures.
You're not used to that, right? Yeah. It's crazy. So, yeah.
89, 87s have been great. So, yeah.
I know. I was talking to my son, Jonathan, who lives in Seattle, and I said, what's the temperature like over there right now? He goes, it's like 75.
Yeah, right.
I'm sweating. All right. How many entries do we have? 45? Are we good?
You let me know.
What's normal? Oh, swamp coolers. We need swamp coolers.
Yeah, we have one in the warehouse here.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get going on our drawing here. We've got 45 people. That's a great number. Thank you so much for joining us. And we have Deborah Esquivel. I don't think she's ever won. I'm so excited. Deborah, and she signed up for the 3-day brother event, so she's going to be excited. She'll be able to use her $50 gift card. She'll be using it before then, I promise you that. So, Devon, thank you so much for joining us. Please join us next Thursday for Thumbs Up Thursday. We always have amazing people on here, and I feel really grateful that you were on this with us today. So, thank you very much.
It's always an honor to be able to show these guys off.
Oh my gosh. And wait till I'm just excited for the customers to try them because I mean, there's just nothing like it.
I say that you guys asked for me to show how it cuts and stuff. And I was like, you just got to feel it. Like that's
They
part.
have to feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to feel it, and it really will make a difference in your world. I promise you. Okay, and I didn't realize that they have. Okay, I'm just learning more. There's a cute little 7,000 smaller one too. Okay. Anyway, have a great day, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday.